Hello everybody, welcome back, and here we go again. So today is electrical wiring. A little bit of an update first on where we're at. So let me talk you through a couple of little jobs I've done just during the week to get to a place that makes it a little bit easier just to focus on the loom. You'll notice that I've put the rear tail unit on. I'm using a biposto one, primarily just because I'm using the parts that the bike were built up with at the moment. And I want to get a working bike, and then we'll talk about whether or not it's worth lightening some of this stuff off. Plus the loom I've got is from a biposto, so the ECU is going to be mounted at the rear, so that obviously means that it would be a bit of a faff going to an aftermarket or an SPS stroke SP type subframe, because you need a slightly longer rear loom, and I'm just going to modify my existing loom at the moment, just trim it down rather than extend it. Oil breather has been fitted in, which is just simply a case of bolting this in here and then just 2 bolts up the top. So pretty straightforward. So she's still looking good. Topic of today's video though, as I said, is going to be tidying up this absolute mess of a loom. So the previous owner for some reason had cut away at it for some reason, so I've got to find out what that's for. He cut the fuel plug off to the fuel pump and the fuel sensor, so I need to fit a new fitting onto there. And then it's just a case of really just a little bit of a lighten off, so I'm going to get rid of some of the unnecessary wiring. So we'll lose the rear light cabling. We'll take off a couple of the unnecessary relays and their looms, and then just as we're coming up to the front, we're going to lose the big clunky ignition switch, and we'll just replace that with a little toggle switch, and then just, as we can see, anything that's unnecessary, just take it away, tidy it off. It's not about making a race loom, it's just about modifying the road going loom slightly, just to get rid of anything unnecessary, so it's not sort of getting in the way and can cause us a possible failure. The concern is obviously with a second-hand bad condition loom is whether or not it's going to work, so I want to minimise cutting through it as much as possible, but just pulling out redundant wires is not really that big an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this into a slightly more comfortable and warmer place, because the weather has gone bad at us in the UK, and we'll make a start on this. Okay, all of that doesn't need to be touched. So what I've done is I've pulled the loom to where I want to work on stuff. So we obviously want to get rid of our ignition switch. Which is a simple piece to do. I'm then going to cut off the rear wiring loom, the rear light loom, then take out the indicator relay and the side stand switch relay, and then just pull through some wires just to try and get this loom down. So without further ado, let's start working down through that. that's the cabling work finished. So what you'd have just seen me doing is soldering up the direct feed to the right hand switch gear. That's because it took a horrible route that went like that, then came back to go up here. So when I cut it off, it's just so I could run it direct back up to the switch gear. This will be the toggle switch to give us power, but I'm leaving that until it's on the bike so I know it's correct length. We've then got oil pressure switch, the earth. We've got the neutral switch. This is the engine start relay. The fan relay, because I leave the fan connected to the bike. Going through, main power connector, the ancillaries connectors, the engine management fuses, the engine management relays. We've got the connector to the ECU, test port, it's earth. Then coming back, the fuel pump, again I'm leaving this until it's on the bike so I know it's long enough. I don't know how far back he's cut it. Then we've got the pickup for the ignition, as I talked about earlier. Then we've got water temperature sensor, pump cutout, the throttle sensor, fan, injector loom, air pressure sensor, the two spark plugs, HT leads, sorry, LT leads to the HT leads, let's say it correctly again, and then the air pressure sensor. So I've effectively narrowed this loom down to everything that's needed to run the bike. That's what's come off of it. So there's a little bit that's come out of it. It's by no means a race loom, but it's a much tidier road loom to use. All the unessential wires have been taken out, so if we get a fault we know it's something to do with running the bike. Right, I'm just going to stick that onto the bike now. Putting the loom into the bike, because the engine's in, right, so there's a little tip here. This right hand side of the loom is better to go in before the engine goes in. You can get it in after, but it's a bit of a sort of challenging push around. So you have to take off the cam cover, take off the starter relay so that that's out of the way because it's quite a big chunk, and that gives you gap here to be able to move everything through. Right then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick in that side loom now. I'll try and give some space so that I can show you what's going on. There's two little rubber bungs that sit in the frame, just here and here, which this pushes into. Don't just push across the top of this because this plastic here is really weak, so just gently push it in using the back of the actual secured fixing, otherwise there's such resistance. I've had so many of these break by pushing them in. So this connection wants to route through here and sit roughly here because the main plug, when it connects to the other side of the loom, will sit on this piece here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just tie that up out of the way behind the frame rail there so you can't see it, and it uses these little rubber straps that Ducati provide. So this is this side of the loom just loosely laid in so that we're in a place to fit things and know where we're going. I've got to get the front loom off the old headlamp bucket, so that's the last piece I haven't done at the moment. This is obviously the toggle switch piece, as you can see, and the reason why I don't put a switch on it is I've got to make a significant journey up there. The battery tray will go in here, so the relays will mount on the side of that, and then the main starter fuse and positive battery feed, negative battery feed will come in on there. We've got the neutral switch, The oil switch has got a different connection on this, so I'm just going to need to change that to a spade connector, and then we come up to where it joins the secondary loom, which I'm just going to put on now. So let's just do that. Okay, there we have it. Everything is laid out, ready for different accessories and bits and pieces to go in. So that's pretty much done it for this video. We've got to put on a new connection for the fuel pump, make up a little sub loom to give us a toggle switch, and then just start fitting the other bits and pieces that take connections. So we need to be putting the ECU up here, connecting that in, but everything's, you'll see, has got little rubber straps to hold it in place, keeps it nice and tidy. So once again, thanks for watching. A bit of a non-talking video, but I think it was important to show you the context of what I do with the wiring so that you can understand what it's done on the bike. As you can tell, really starting to look like a bike. We're got the base electrics in. We're up to the point where we can start putting hoses and the like on now that we know where the cabling is going to be running, so it doesn't get in our way anywhere. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like down below. Any questions or comments, then again stick them down below and I'll endeavour to answer them as quickly as possible. If you're not a subscriber, I'd welcome you as a subscriber to the channel, and be back in another week for hopefully a little bit more content. Thank you again for watching. Cheers for now. Bye.